H. German, the founder of Sigma Comics and the creator of Calico. Welcome to the Pet Buzz. We're happy to have you join us today.
Hello, thank you for having me. Very happy to be here with you.
You know, before we get started, talk to us about Sigma Comics and why comics as a medium is so important.
Comics is an American institution. It's something that is, part of the American fabric.
Who is Calico? Where did the name derive from and where does he live? And additionally, why are all three of these things so important to his persona?
Calico is a New Yorker through and through. He's originally from the Bronx. He's a former thief who happens to really love animals. And, the comic book series is on issue 3, so the audience still doesn't know fully. But he's a New Yorker from the Bronx that fights for animal rights.
Does he live in Brooklyn?
He does live in Brooklyn. He's a recent Brooklynite. And he's getting to know his new surroundings, and so are the people in the area. And they have a pretty interesting take on it.
Talk about Calico's mission.
His mission is to fight for animal rights, and he's trying to prevent animal cruelty, and even worse, anything malignant happening to animals.
Talk to us a little bit more about that approach to tackling the animal abuse. It's a topic previously, I think, unexamined, and in any of the comic books anyway.
That's exactly right. Our comic book series is called a pioneering series for that reason. Batman, for instance, captures his the villains who do bad things to the citizens of Gotham City and ties them up, leaves them for the police. The Calico does no such thing. He basically finds these people who are doing terrible things to animals, in some cases incredibly cruel things, and he goes about ending that problem permanently.
How did Calico get his name? I think that's kind of an interesting name. I'm thinking
a lot of people think Calico is a species of cats. It's not. It's a color pattern. Mm-hmm. So it's typically black, white, and tan, or brownish. And those are the colors of the Calico. We gave him that name for several reasons, one of which is he is a multicultural person. He's a person of Latino background, and he has, Caucasian blood, Black blood, Native American blood. So he's really someone who has the flavors of several cultures and ethnicities working with him.
Give us an example of a Calico case. Like, tell us about one, how he battles animal abuse.
Right. Well, he doesn't get this information by himself. He has a network of hackers and elite researchers who do incredible research online, and they investigate who are the people who are doing terrible things. Case in point, Milo Barnes, someone who was found by Dog Mama, one of the researchers, found him basically involved in the baby seal killing trade. So she finds out that Milo Barnes is going to be in New York for his 40th birthday. And that information goes right to the Calico. And by the way, no one knows each other. These are all people who have, avatars online. So
Wow.
That's part of the intrigue, is that none of these people know each other, but they know how to solve the problem of, ending the animal cruelty.
When I read the comic books in the past, they never seemed to send a message. So the comic books of the past, how do they handle unpleasant issues versus how you do it today?
Back in the day, there was a comic book authority code, right? So there were certain things you really couldn't do. We don't have that anymore. And, just to clarify, our comic book is not for children. It is 17 and up, because of how vivid we get with this topic. It is a very sensitive topic, and the realities of animal cruelty are not pretty. So this is why we do it. We do incorporate technology into the comic books because we do live in a technological age. This is the information age, and we most certainly leverage all of the tools and resources for the Calico to go out and get it done.
Is Calico satisfied by capturing animal abusers and turning them over to the coppers?
No, that doesn't do it. He's interested in ending the animal abuse permanently.
So he eliminates.
Right? These people end.
Would you say he's a superhero or an anti-hero, and why?
He's definitely an anti-hero. He's an anti-hero because he doesn't go about his pursuit of justice in the most honorable and moral way. He has a one-man war against animal cruelty, and he has this team who's helping him do this. So that's really one of the things that fuels his mission. He says to himself, you know what? There are people who are not. There are people who view the world like I view it. I'm not alone in this. So I'm going to do this for them. I'm going to be their voice of uncontrolled anger at a topic that just does not get enough attention. You know, he was just like all of us, sitting in his apartment, watching these reports about animal abuse every other day, and just nothing really happens. He decided to take the law into his own hands, and he's not alone in that view. Everybody finally has someone who can get it done terminally.
Do you think he represents an American vigilante?
Yes, he absolutely is a vigilante, and he encompasses all those races and cultures that you just mentioned. Ironically, you know, he's someone who, you know, I've heard it said very often by pet owners, "Oh, I don't know what I'd do to somebody who hurt my dog, or worse, you know, kill my dog, or a cat or pet. I'd kill that person. I'd go to jail. I'd do time." Here's someone finally who is doing that in comic book pages, and he's doing it in a very action-packed, compelling way, behind the very powerful storyline and incredible art as well.
Charlotte mentions this is for 17 years and above, but is this something that should be kind of a regular piece in the shelters and in veterinary offices, or is that too much?
I think so. I think it's a great place for it. You know, outside of comic book shops and our website, most certainly anywhere where animals are being treated, or pet supplies. There are people who love their animals and are looking for those conversations that you guys are just discussing here.
I have one last question. I want to know who did the excellent illustration.
Right. We have several artists. So the cover artist is Garnabiel, very talented Garnabiel. And the interior art is done by Javier Oravich. The colors by Danielle Grimaldi. And you're looking at the writer and the creator.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. I'm so excited that we had HH here today. Before you go, give us your website so listeners can learn more.
Absolutely. And thank you so much for having me on here. Sigma Comics, Here Comes Calico. The series is available at sigmacomics.com. That's SIGMA comics.com. They're very well priced at $2.99 in print, and digital $1.99. So it's very affordable. You can get the whole series, and I think you're going to love it.
Thanks for viewing our content on Pet Buzz Plus.